They're watching. Ghosty Diary.
It was the kind of house that shouldn't have existed anymore. A dark silhouette standing alone on Waverly Hill, its windows like empty sockets staring down at the town below. Locals said it was haunted, cursed, rotten to its bones. But no one could say why. No one who ever went inside stayed long enough to explain. Until Clara Hale came. The arrival. Clara had just turned 28. After losing her job in Boston and breaking up with her fiancé, she needed a fresh start. She found an ad online. For sale, historic property, Waverly Hill. 6 bedrooms, large land, needs renovation, cheap. The pictures were grainy, but she saw potential. A little fixer-upper, she told herself. She wanted to start a bed and breakfast, something cozy, something quiet. When she arrived, the first thing she noticed was the silence. No birds, no wind. Even the air felt thick, as if the place was holding its breath. The house was enormous. 3 stories, built in 1889, its wooden walls blackened with age. The front porch sagged like tired shoulders. As Clara stepped onto the creaking boards, the for-sale sign swung slowly, though there was no breeze. The real estate agent never showed up, so Clara decided to explore on her own. Inside, the air was cold and smelled of mildew. Faded wallpaper peeled like shedding skin. A staircase wound upward into darkness. Every sound, her footsteps, her breathing, seemed too loud. She tried the light switch. Nothing. Then from somewhere upstairs she heard it. Tap, tap, tap. Like footsteps, slow, deliberate, pacing above her head. She froze. Probably a raccoon, she whispered. But deep down, she knew that wasn't true. The first night. She stayed anyway. She always thought ghost stories were nonsense. She spread her sleeping bag on the dusty floor of the living room, near the fireplace. Around midnight, the temperature dropped sharply. Her breath turned visible. The fire she lit sputtered and died as though something had sucked the oxygen right out of the room. Then she heard it again. Those soft, dragging footsteps from upstairs. Step, step, scrape. Followed by a faint whisper. Get out. Clara's heart hammered. She grabbed her flashlight and shone it up the staircase. Nothing. But the smell hit her. A sickly sweet rot, like spoiled fruit or something dead long ago. She called out, "Who's there?" Silence. Then from the top of the stairs, she saw something move. A figure, small, pale, and jerking like a puppet. It was gone before the light could reach it. Clara didn't sleep that night. The discovery. The next morning, she explored the second floor. There were 6 bedrooms, all filled with dust and cobwebs. But one room was different. The wallpaper was newer, floral patterns hiding something beneath it. Curiosity got the better of her. She peeled it back. Underneath, written in shaky handwriting, were dozens of words scratched into the wall. "Help us. He won't let us leave." She stumbled back. She took photos intending to show them to someone in town, but when she looked at the pictures on her phone, the writing wasn't there. Only blank, rotting wood. That's when she heard the sound of a child giggling behind her. She spun around. No one. But the closet door was slightly open now. Inside, A small wooden toy horse sat on the floor. Its wheels were wet, as if it had just been rolled through water. The diary. In the attic, Clara found an old chest covered in dust. Inside were yellowed papers, photographs, and a leather-bound diary belonging to Margaret Whitmore, the woman who'd lived there in 1912. The entries began normally, about the weather, her husband Thomas, and their 2 children. But as she flipped through, the handwriting became erratic, frantic. February 3rd, 1913. Thomas is changing. He stays in the basement for hours, talking to the walls. The children say they hear someone whispering to them through the vents. April 8th. He told me, "The man in the mirror knows how to make us live forever. He says the house listens when we sleep." April 12th. "God forgive us. He did something to the children. I can still hear them crying through the floor." Clara dropped the book, trembling. Basement. She hadn't checked the basement. The basement. The door was at the end of the hallway, heavy, iron, and locked with a chain. She almost left it alone. Almost. But something in her needed to know what it was hiding. She found bolt cutters in the shed outside. When the chain snapped, the door opened on its own. The stench was unbearable, like wet earth and rot. She stepped down the wooden stairs, her flashlight trembling in her hand. At the bottom, she saw carvings in the walls, circles, symbols, words in Latin. And in the center of the room, a large mirror, cracked and blackened, leaning against the wall. Something moved inside the reflection. Not her, not even human. It was tall, shadow thin, its eyes like burning coals. And when she turned around, there was nothing there. The whisper returned, right beside her ear. "He never left." She screamed and ran up the stairs, but the door slammed shut before she reached it. Her flashlight flickered. In the final burst of light, she saw them. 2 children standing at the bottom of the stairs, their faces gray, eyes hollow, mouths wide open as if frozen in silent screams. Then the light died.